Every year we see more and more wide receivers get a lot of hype and then produce right about here or even lower. These are my top 5 hot seat wide receivers for 2023. Number 5, I have formerly high drafted wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, Rondale Moore. If you're not familiar with his name, that's because he hasn't really done much in the NFL in his 2 seasons so far. He was drafted high, and he's just kind of been a major disappointment for Arizona thus far in his career. Number 4, I have Tennessee Titans wide receiver Traylon Burks. Now, Traylon Burks was essentially a swap on draft night, 1-for-1 with the Philadelphia Eagles and A.J. Brown. 1 touchdown, he's the big-bodied, supposed to be the red zone threat kind of guy. He was injured for a lot of the season. It's only a second-year wide receiver. That's a very common breakout age for wide receivers, so fingers crossed for Traylon Burks. Number 3, you guys can't call me a homer. Gabe Davis is undoubtedly on my hot seat wide receivers. Buffalo went into last season with him as their wide receiver too. He was the plan. Gabriel Davis disappeared for long stretches of the season. Had a horrible catch percentage, around 52%. Didn't go out and make a huge investment at wide receiver 2. For number 2, I'm looking at a guy who's a new face in a new place for Juju SmithSchuster. SmithSchuster had a fine season in Kansas City, didn't really put up any crazy numbers of production. Now heading to New England, he is getting paid quite handsomely, and the New England Patriots are very famous for whiffing on wide receiver talent. And for my number 1 wide receiver on the hot seat in 2023, I'm looking no further than for Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He gets a huge contract, not consistent at all, kept up the drop problem that he had in Green Bay, didn't really do a phenomenal job getting open. By default, is going to continue to get a ton of snaps. MVS, go out there and prove me wrong, but you are on the hottest seat for a wide receiver, in my opinion, in 2020.